Ladies and gentlemen, she never was who she said she was. She was never going to be that great fighter. I know. We're going to talk about her. We're going to talk about the one, the only, the ever shifting chameleon, Nancy Pelosi 2.0. AOC. AOC. That's right. AOC. AOC is all in deep. No pull out. Is backing Biden. Now, listen, if you want to be disappointed, listen. Justice Democrats, waste of time. Brand new Congress, waste of time. DSA, waste of time. Our revolution, waste of time. You cannot reform the Democratic Party, for the Democratic Party is a bear, and when the bear eats you, you can't change it from within. It's going to shite you out. And that's where people like AOC shine. She's the shiniest turd of them all. And if that makes me a bad man, a mean man, just somebody who's not nice, how dare you be disrespectful? Listen, AOC, I know you might have a functioning brain, but are you that goofy? Are you that stupid? Are you going full R? You know, do I have to go full Tropic Thunder? Because I think you have officially gone a little crazy. So AOC is that girl playing another girl, right? She's trying to be this fighter revolutionary, but she's all in for a senile old goat.
Has spoken to the president over the weekend. I have spoken with him extensively. He made clear then, and he has made clear since, that he is in this race. The matter is closed. He had reiterated that this morning. He has reiterated that to the public. Joe Biden is our nominee. He is not leaving this race. He is in this race, and I support him. Now, what I think is critically important right now is that we focus on what it takes to win in November, because he is running against Donald Trump, who is a man with 34 felony convictions.
Now, I will be raising the volume on this. Apologies if you can't hear it, but I will be raising it when I clip this show. Notice how she quickly deflects. It's all about Trump. 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 Oh, my God, it's Trump. Oh, my God, it's Trump. Everybody, run in the live stream chat quickly. Put fast running emojis in the chat, because you got to run, because Trump's chasing behind you. He's got an axe in his hand. He's going to get you. It's Trump. He's hiding under your bed. He's in the closet. He's in your backyard looking right at you. He's underneath the car, strapped in. He's on your boat. He's walking right behind you as you're leaving the grocery store late at night. Trump is everywhere. He's hiding behind the trees. You know, he's more flexible and fast moving than Slenderman. You can't hide from the Trump. Look at the panic and fear on AOC's face. It's Trump. 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 Say it again.
On what it takes to win in November, because he is running against Donald Trump, who is a man with 34 felony convictions, that has committed 34 felony crimes, and not a single Republican has asked for Donald Trump to not be the nominee. I'm here to win on this democracy. I'm here to
Constitutional Republic.
Win in November. And what's critically important is what I believe that the president needs to do, and I have communicated this, what the president and the White House should do in order to make sure that we win in November. And that is making sure that we pivot and working and increasingly commit to the issues that are critically important to working people across this country. How are we going to expand Medicare? How are we going to expand Social Security? How are we going to provide relief to people's rent and mortgages? And if we can do that and continue our work on student loans.
And like, guys, like, totally, it's all about, like, we got to stop Trump. We got to totally do this. We're going to do something about student loans and everything else, because we have to have Biden in. But oh wait, nothing happened under Biden. All this praise. You're going all in, right, AOC? You're going all in for that old man Biden. All in. What a moron. Like, hey, I'm going to use my favorite line from Succession. What Logan Roy said to his kids. You are not serious people. For all those diehard AOC supporters, I love you. Hold on. You know, if I'm going to do this, hold on. I'm going to do this right. To all you diehard AOC supporters, I love you. but you are not serious people if this is your champion. You are not serious people.
That is making sure that we pivot and working and increasingly commit to the issues that are critically important to working people across this country. How are we going to expand Medicare? How are we going to expand Social Security? How are we going to provide relief to people's rent and mortgages? And if we can do that and continue our work on student loans, secure a ceasefire, and bring those dollars back into investing in public policy, then that's how we win in November. That's what I'm committed to.
God,
and
what
that's
a
what I want to
moron.
make sure that we
But what
secure.
do say to members who say they need to see more from the president?
Well, that is all up to their own individual, determination. I respect everyone's opinion, but I'm here to make sure that we win in November, and that's my focus.
And what about young voters? What about young?
Listen, if you thought AOC was ever going to bring the ruckus, I'm so sorry. Look, folks, listen. Let me be clear here. Let me be clear here. She was never going to fight. And we can thank Fat Tony and Dime Store M&M. That's Jenk and Kyle for creating Justice Democrats, for giving us this Frankenstein monster of AOC. Because right now, again, look, everybody's talking about it in the news. Even Fox News of all places. Let's go and pull this up here.
President Biden's effort to strong-arm his party into submission is working for the moment to prevent major holdouts from going public, but that could change behind closed doors as Senate and House Democrats are expected to meet over lunch today to discuss the president's future and whether or not he can win in November or do the job another 4 years. At least 8 House Democrats have publicly said it's time for Biden to step aside as the party's nominee. Others are still on the fence.
I think it would be hard not to be concerned. I think that was not a good debate performance, and I think it was very difficult for all of us to watch. I think the conversation is important to have right now because people do have concerns.
But Biden has been picking up the phones, rallying support from key caucuses. The Congressional Black Caucus is behind Biden. The top 2 leaders of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus are too. Leader Jeffries and Schumer have not faltered in their support, and key progressives like Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez are also backing Biden.
Yes, those two. All in for Biden. Remember, folks, we all got tricked. This is why we're politically homeless. Never fall for an AOC or Bernie Sanders ever again. Don't fall for it. They were never who they promoted or sold themselves as. Do you want to know who's going to save the day? It's you. You're the knight on the hill. Not these politicians. Not AOC. Not Bernie. None of them. Because they never believed in their message. They were never going to fight for us.
I have spoken to the president over the weekend. I have spoken with him extensively. He made clear then, and he has made clear since, that he is in this race. The matter is close. Joe Biden is our nominee. He is not leaving this race. He is in this race, and I support him.
Yes, it's all about that. But see, here's the thing. I found this hilarious, actually, because this was discussed. And again, huge shout out to Case Study QB. Be sure to follow him on Twitter. All right. He's doing a lot of good stuff. This is a quote in this video, and we're going to play it. AOC is someone who has become part of the party. I don't want to say establishment, but she hasn't spoken out against the party. She's all in. She went into bed. I know it's not your turn, fellas. She left you for another guy. She went for that DNC establishment. And she's going to leave you ghosted. Hey, AOC, what about progressive issues and fighting against the party? She's going to text back to you. New number. Who this? I'm so sorry, folks. She's all in with the establishment. All in deep, no pull out.
And for the most part, most of those progressives, that squad, those members are standing by him. Ayanna Pressley, Ilhan Omar, they really are supporting the president and are not speaking out against him. And of course, really interesting to see that he still has the support of the Congressional Black Caucus, that really prominent group, right, who is the reason why he's in the president became the nominee in the first place.
The CBC doesn't surprise me to a degree because, like you said, the support of Black voters is his bedrock, right? It saved him in the 2020 Democratic primary. They've been with him, even though polling shows that they have drifted somewhat towards Trump. What I'm more surprised by is the progressives, right? They've been very upset with his position on the Israel-Hamas war. They've been much more willing to be vocal in their criticism of his presidency. What's your explanation for why they haven't broken?
I think that they, especially someone like
Whoa. I broke from the Democratic Party because I don't believe in Biden or Chucky Boy Schumer or Nancy. Just like I don't believe in Bernie, AOC. Well, now they'll fire Jamal Bowman. I don't believe in anyone with the Democratic Party. Break away from it. Again, post-duopoly. You want to be consistent? Like, hey, look, hey, if you're running for office, be it Libertarian, Green, Democrat, or Republican, hey, look, I'll have you on the show. But honestly, like, how are you going to make our lives better? Because so far, I think there's a lot of people in the chat that want their money back. Hey, folks, let's have democracy in the chat. Hey, remember all the money, your hard-earned red pennies that you gave to people like AOC or Bernie? Do you want your money back? Here, let's have type 1 for Kit. It was money well invested, and I'm proud. I am proud of what AOC and the progressives are doing. If they're all in for Biden, then shut up and vote blue. We want to go back to brunch. A type 2, no, man, I want my money back. I wonder how many 2s we'll get in the chat. People say I rig my democratic elections. I don't. I just gave you guys a real clear choice.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has someone who's played in the party in recent months, right. This Congress. She is someone who has become part of the, I don't want to say establishment because she would probably argue that, but she has not spoken out against the party in recent time. It is very surprising. I mean, someone like Ayanna Pressley is adjacent to Democratic leadership. We saw Hakeem Jeffries yesterday come out and say he was still standing with President Joe Biden. We saw Nancy Pelosi, Clyburn. Those are really the three that a lot of these rank and file members were watching to see what they would say and do when they came back from recess last week for the 4th of July holiday weekend to see if they were going to break with President Joe Biden, and they didn't. So that's why we haven't seen a lot of change in the last 24 hours. But look, they're meeting in just a few hours to have a kind of family discussion about President Joe Biden off campus, off Capitol Hill. So that could be where a lot of these concerns come out, and I'm sure we're going to hear about some of this.
Yes. Right. My goodness. So let's just go ahead and pull this up here. This is an article from The Hill. It's an article from The Hill, and I think it's important that we do talk about it. We do talk about Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez reaffirmed her support for President Biden on Monday as calls from Democrats for him to step aside as the party's presumptive nominee for the White House have increased. I've spoken to the president over the weekend. I've spoken to him extensively. Jesus Christ, AOC. He kept on probably wondering, who's this? I'm voting for you, Joe. I'm standing by your side, Joe. Let me sniff your diapers, Joe. Who are you? Did we hire a new person to clean the kitchen? It's probably how he views you, AOC. He doesn't even see you as a representative. He sees you as the help. You're the help cleaning up his shite. Waste of time, waste of energy. It's a miracle you got reelected again. You still got enough suckers, voters. I'm sorry. That was mean. You got enough suckers. Rip the Band-Aid off. You got enough suckers who'll still follow you around. A lot of simps. Hey, to all those diehard AOC supporters, you do realize she treats you the same way, right? Like a stripper would, right? Pretend to like you. She's only pretending to like you, man. Her job is to keep on getting that money and to stay in. It's not to fall in love or do what you tell her to do. Come on, grow up. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's statement of the support comes as the party tries to find a path forward after Biden's poor debate performance sparked concerns about whether he is the best candidate to defeat former President Donald Trump in November. Jesus Christ. Hey, you know what? Here, me and Daniel gave you guys a heads up in 2020. It's not our fault you didn't listen to us, honey child. So what can we take away from this? AOC's living in her own reality. She's not a serious person. She's a clown. She is clearly went all in for the support for the same Biden who's been on the wrong side of history. So what does that tell you about AOC? It's either one, she's not paying attention, she doesn't care. And unfortunately, all of us were taken for a ride. And the Democrats wonder why there's been a lack of enthusiasm. And folks, I invite all of you to do your own research. I know, controversial statement. Do your own research, because that's what I expect from you, my viewing audience, to do your own research, to do your own work as well. Because in this day and age, people have to be aware of what is happening in their environment. But more importantly, here's my homework assignment for all of you. Look at the voter turnout in 2016, in 2020, and now in 2024 for the Democratic primaries. And you'll notice something in comparison to 2016 and 2020. And yes, there was a pandemic going on very clearly. But if you even look at the numbers, those numbers in 2016 and in 2020 for Democratic primaries were astronomically much higher than what we see in 2024. AOC, Bernie, the whole squad, the progressive Democrats, you can go out there and twerk on the stage as much as you want, but your choice of attire for all Biden, it's not bringing in the money. It's going to be tough on the stage because it's not working. Progressives and independents, the real progressives and independents, aren't falling for the bait. And to those uncommitted voters, again, calling you out because I hope you're consistent. You got like what? 27 delegates, 30 delegates, give or take. AOC is not going to stand beside you. What she's going to do is she's going to do a knock, knock. Hey, guys, uncommitted. Like, dudes, I totally agree with you. We got to stop. We got to do something about this. But like, it would be totally like really awesome if like you guys would totally like support Biden, and then we could talk to him. And you know what? Uncommitted voters, especially to the delegates, if you go for it, then you guys are suckers. AOC is living in her own reality. Or either that, maybe she just doesn't want to lose her cushy position in the United States Congress. Hey, let's have democracy in the chat for a final note. Do all of you remember when AOC said that she would be okay being a one-term congresswoman? Type 3 for no, this is news to me, Kit. I never heard this before. A type 4, oh yeah, I remember. And I still want my effing money back. I wonder how many 4s we'll get in the chat. I wonder.